comfort. For Guinea Insurance, comfort sure. For more information, visit www.guineainsurance.com. Guinea Insurance, exceeding your expectations.
Nígbà tá a bí ọ àti nígbà tó kọ́kọ́ gbé ẹsẹ̀, a wà níbí fún ìtura rẹ. Nígbà tí òwò rẹ bá sì ń gbèrú, tí ààbò wà lórí ìdílé, ọkọ̀ àti ìdókòwò rẹ, ìtura wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ rẹ. Bí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ ṣe ń pọ̀ sí láti ìran dé ìran, ìtura ń tẹ̀lé. Nísinsìnyí àti nígbà gbogbo, àwọn ọjà àti iṣẹ́ Guinea Insurance máa mú ìtura wá fún ọ. Ní Guinea Insurance, ìdánilójú ìtura wà. Fún àlàyé síwájú sí lọ sí www.guineainsurance.com. Guinea Insurance, à ń ṣe ju ìrètí rẹ lọ.
Ko da aka haife ka da lokacin da ka fara tafiya, muna nan domin sama maka walwala. Kuma sa'ad da kasuwanci, gida, mota, harkoki suka samu kariya, walwala yana tare da kai. Yayin da dukiyarka ta haɓaka, lalle walwala take biyo sa. Yanzu da kullum shirye-shirye da ayyuka na Guinea Insurance suna kuma kawo maku walwala. A Guinea Insurance muna tabbatar maku da walwala. Domin ƙarin bayani a ziyarci shafin www.guineainsurance.com. Guinea Insurance, cika maku buri fiye da yadda kuke zato.
Even at birth, and when you take your first step, we're here for your comfort. And when your business thrives, your home, vehicle, and investment protected, comfort is by your side. As your wealth grows through generations, comfort follows. For now and always, Guinea Insurance's products and services brings you comfort. At Guinea Insurance, comfort is assured. For more details, visit www.guineainsurance.com. Guinea Insurance, exceeding your expectations.
Malite na mgbe amụrụ gị ọhụrụ, na mgbe ịzọpụrụ ije nke izizi, anyị nọ ebe a ịgba gị ume. Ọ bịarụ mgbe achụmnta ego gị na-eme nke ọma, ezinụlọ gị, ụgbọala gị na ọnya ego gị niile enwe nchekwa, agbamume anọrọla gị nso. Ka akụ na ụba gị na-amụbawanye site n'aka gị gafere ụmụ gị, agbamume na-esochi ya. Ma ugbu a nakwa mgbe niile, ngwaahịa Guinea Insurance niile na-agamuzi ha na-ewetara gị agbamume. Na Guinea Insurance, agbamume bụ nkwa ekwere nke a ga-emejupụtarịrị. Maka ozi anụju ya, gaa na www.guineainsurance.com. Guinea Insurance, anyị na-eme karịa olileanya gị.
Even when they just born you, and when you just begin to waka, we tanda gidigba for your comfort. Even when your business they go seriously well, your home, motor, and investment they catered. Comfort is there by your side. As your wealth don't dey jabrata from generation go to generation, comfort they follow you. For now and every time, Guinea Insurance products and services they bring you your comfort. For Guinea Insurance, comfort sure. For more information, visit www.guineainsurance.com. Guinea Insurance, exceeding your expectations.
Cruise in your dream car, comfort is your solace. How would you feel if you're assured of comfort?
At Guinea Insurance, we are committed to your comfort.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Please, let's be distinguished shareholders. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Please, let's get settled so we can start. It's 11:04. Can I all have your attention, please? Please, thank you. Can the company secretary confirm that we have a quorum, please?
Okay. Yes, I confirm that we have a quorum. A quorum has been formed in accordance with the articles of association of the company. We have more than 6 members represented in presence and by proxy.
Thank you. Shall we all stand and take the national anthem, please? God bless Nigeria. Thank you. Distinguished shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, may we, we've done that. Opening remarks is from me. I want to welcome all of you to this august occasion. I'm grateful to God that we're all alive and well. I saw you all arriving. You came in very early. Guinea Insurance shareholders take this work very seriously. And on this side, I want to say that we too, we came prepared to listen to you, render our report cards, and as usual, listen to your responses, and liaise with you, learn from you, in order to keep moving our dear company forward. So I welcome all of you. And one promise we make is we will not keep you here much long. So let me urge that every contributions be short. If somebody has said what you wanted to say, there are no rewards for speaking at this annual general meeting. So please, if somebody has spoken your mind, there's no need to ask for the mic again. And if we give you the mic, please return it. Thank you very much. Is Pastor Olagoke Samson Olusegun here? Okay, please. I'd like you to say the opening prayers, if you don't mind. Somebody give him the mic, please. Shall we stand for the opening prayers?
Our Father and our Lord, we give you thanks today. We thank you for the life of the board and management of Guinea Insurance and the shareholder. We thank you. We give glory to your name that we arrive here safely. Accept our thanks in Jesus' name. Amen. As we are going to deliberate an interaction in our company, Father, be with us. Guide the board and management and the shareholder. And at the end of the day, let's have focus to glorify your holy name. In Jesus' name we pray.
Thank you, Pastor Olusegun. May I call on our registrars to confirm the number of proxies received for this meeting, please? Give the mic to the registrars. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, the Board of Directors, distinguished shareholders and regulators here present. So for this meeting, the registrars received 4 duly executed proxy forms, totaling 5,588,682,986 units of Guinea Insurance Plc shares, representing 70.36% of the issued share capital of the company. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me take the opportunity to introduce to you the members of the Board of Directors. You already know them, they are very familiar. But just in case there are people who don't know, I'm going to start from my left and introduce to them. To the extreme left is Mr. Simon Bolaji. He's a non-executive director. Next to him is Mr. Anthony Achebe, a non-executive director. Mrs. Chioma Okibo is the independent non-executive director. You will get to meet her subsequently. I think I will skip Mr. Sam because he's representing you people here. Mr. Sam Onokwe is the non-executive director representing you all. The managing director is well known to you people. He's a very tall man. He's Ademola Abidogu. To my extreme right is Alhaji Dr. Tahir Atahir, non-executive director. Mrs. Ogonna Ofo is the executive director technical. The man that has your money, Mr. Pius Edobo. By the way, he just gained a new rank. He's the father of twins, just recently. It's Papa Ejima, yes, Baba Ibeji. The Governor General of our Secretariat, Major General Chineye Wankwo, is by order of the board. And my name is Godson Ugochukwu. I have your mandate to be your chairman. Thank you. Yes, we also have 2 directors who are attending virtually. Mr. Emeka Ozuku is attending virtually. He's unfortunately out of the country. And Alhaji Hassan Dantata, also out of the country. They were also fully part of the board meeting of yesterday. In the course of the year under review, one of your favorites, Mrs. Isioma Omoshe Okokuku, served out her time and retired from the service of Guinea Insurance. We thought you should. We appreciate her for her years of dedicated service with the company. Also with us at this meeting are members of the Statutory Audit Committee, representatives of BDO Professional Services, our external auditors, representatives of our registrars, Cardinal Stone registrars. Okay, good. We have also our regulators are here. They are representatives. Mr. Abu Ibrahim from SEC, the senior manager. Mr. Abu Ibrahim. Okay. From Oguchi Bonaventure is from the stock exchange, the NGX. I'm sorry. And then our the external auditors, Olusegun Agbara and Baba, is a partner with BDO. You're welcome. Well, I've already welcomed you all, but I want to formally once again place on record our deep appreciation for your attendance, all the shareholders that are physically present. And if there are any shareholders joining us virtually, we're also grateful for your time. Thank you for finding the time to attend this meeting today. May I please ask that if you want to speak, like I did say before, just kindly show by a show of hand, and we'll hand the microphone to you. If there are many, no, not now. Not now, when the time comes. If there are many people, if you don't get called, I promise you, it is not because we don't like you. It's just the luck of the draw. Kindly also note that the registrars of directors and the record of register of directors and record of attendance at the board meetings of directors eligible for election and re-election are available for viewing at this meeting. Please also note that the requisite information is contained in the annual report and financial statements. I will now call on the company secretary to read the notice of the meeting convening this meeting.
Good morning, distinguished shareholders and my distinguished directors. You're welcome once again to the 66th annual general meeting of our great company, Guinea Insurance Plc. And I'll proceed to read the notice convening this meeting. Notice is hereby given that the 66th annual general meeting of Guinea Insurance Plc will be held at Providence Hotel Auditorium, 12A Oba Akinjobi Way, GRA, Ikeja, Lagos, on Friday, the 1st day of November 2024, at 11 a.m. prompt, to transact the following businesses. Ordinary businesses. 1, to lay before the members the report of the directors and the audited financial statements, together with the auditor's report for the year ended 31st December 2023. 2, to re-elect the following directors retiring by rotation. 1, Mr. Simon Bolaji. 2, Mr. Alhaji Hassan Dantata. And 3, Mr. Emekwa Uzoku. 3, to ratify the appointment of new directors. 1, Mrs. Ogonna Ofo-Orabweze. And 2, Mrs. Chioma Okibo. 4, to disclose the remuneration of managers of the company. 5, to ratify the reappointment of BDO Professional Services as external auditors. 6, to authorize directors to fix the remuneration of external auditors of the company. And 7, to elect members of the Statutory Audit Committee. We also have special businesses for consideration at this AGM. So the 8th agenda is to consider and, if thought fit, to pass the following as ordinary resolutions. 1, to approve the remuneration of the non-executive directors. That the remuneration of the directors of the company be reviewed upwards from 1 million naira to 4 million naira per annum for each non-executive director, and from 1.2 million naira to 5 million naira for the board chairman per annum. 9, that the Crest and Waterfall Consultant Limited be appointed as board evaluation consultants. And 10, that the company be and is hereby given the general mandate to enter into transactions with related parties for the company's day-to-day operations, including amongst the procurement of goods and services on normal commercial terms. With the permission of my dear distinguished shareholders, thank you very much. Thank you much. So this is the notice convening the meeting.
Thank you very much. The chairman's statement. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. May I now call on the auditors to present their report? I will now invite the representatives of BDO Professional Services, our independent auditors, to read the auditor's report. Please give him the mic. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, everyone. The chairman, the shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, I greet everyone. Go with me to pages 52 to 54. Well, I would like to crave your indulgence to read, to summarize our report. by reading on page 52, the opinion, basis for opinion. Then on page 54, to read the report on other legal and regulatory requirements. Can I go ahead? Thank you very much. Independent auditors report to the shareholders of Guinea Insurance Plc. Report on the audit of the financial statements. Opinion. We have audited the accompanying financial statement of Guinea Insurance Plc, which comprise the statement of financial position as at 34 December 2023, the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity, statement of cash flows for the year then ended, and note to the financial statement, including a summary of senior accounting policies and other explanatory notes. In our opinion, the financial statement gives a true and fair view of the financial position of the company as at 34 December 2023 and of the financial performance and cash flows for the year ended in accordance with international financial reporting standard and in compliance with the relevant provisions of the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Amendment Act 2023, the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, Insurance Act Cap I 17, 11204, and the Prudential Guideline issued by National Insurance Commission. Basis for opinion. We conducted our audit in accordance with international standard on auditing. Our responsibilities under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibilities for the audit of the financial statement section of our report. We are independent of the company in accordance with the International Ethics Standard Board for Accountant Code of Ethics for Professional Accountants, together with the ethical requirements that are relevant to the audit of our financial statement in Nigeria. And we have fulfilled our other ethical responsibilities in accordance with these requirements and the International Ethics Standard Board Code. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. Page 54. Report on other legal and regulatory requirements. The Company and Allied Matters Act 2020 and Insurance Act Cap I 17, 11204 requires that in carrying out our audit, we consider and report to you on the following matters. We confirm that, 1, we have obtained all the information and explanation which to the best of our knowledge and belief were necessary for the purpose of our audit. 2, in our opinion, proper books of account have been kept by the company. 3, the company's statement of financial position and the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of account. And 4, to the best of our knowledge, the company complied with the requirement of the relevant circular issued by National Insurance Commission, NICOM, and the regulation of the Insurance Act Cap I 17, 11204 during the year. Signed by Olugbemiga A. Akibayo on behalf of Bureau Professional Services in Lagos, Nigeria, on the 19th of July, 2024. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much, BDO. The Statutory Audit Committee report, I seek your kind indulgence for us to take it now also. I'll call on Mr. Ayuba Kadiri, who is the chairman of the Statutory Audit Committee, to read the committee's report to shareholders.
The chairman and the other directors, distinguished shareholders, it is my pleasure to present this audit committee report of our dear company, Guinea Insurance Plc. In accordance with the provision of section 404, page 49, please. In accordance with the provision of section 404 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, the members of the Statutory Audit Committee of Guinea Insurance Plc hereby report as follows. We have exercised our statutory functions under section 404 of the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020, and we acknowledge the cooperation of management and staff in the conduct of these responsibilities. We confirm that the accounting and reporting policies of the company are in accordance with legal requirements and agreed ethical practices, and that the scope and planning of both the external and internal audits for the year ended 31st December 2023 was satisfactory and reinforced the company's internal control systems. We have deliberated with the external auditors, who have confirmed that necessary cooperation was received from management in the course of their statutory audit, and we are satisfied with the management responses to the external auditors' recommendations on accounting and internal control matters, and with the effectiveness of the company's system of accounting and internal control. Members of the audit committees are Mr. Peter Ngbiru, representing the shareholders, Mr. Wahab Sonibare, shareholders representative, Mr. Simon Oladayo Bolaji, representing the director, non-executive director, and Mr. Samuel Oneku, non-executive director, and my humble self, Ayuba Kodri. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's get to the business of the day first. There will be time to ask questions. Please. To the business of the day now. We'll take the report and financial statements. So, distinguished shareholders, the first item on the agenda, if you check, I don't know if you're taking a look at the agenda. The first item there is to lay before you the annual report and financial statements for the financial year ended 31st December 2023. It's contained in this bundle, and I formally lay it before you. And I'll be pleased to take your questions. Now, to aid our responses to your questions, may I ask that you refer to the page, you stand up, you introduce yourself, and then you refer to the page you're talking about, you want to take your questions for, and also wait to be called to speak. Let me start with Prince Aremu. And at this stage, please just rest assured, you will get to speak. If you don't get to speak, you lose nothing. Thank you. Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, today is our day, and let us be glad in it. Mr. Chairman, it's been a long month ago I've seen you. But before I say my name, I want to describe who you are this morning. In fact, when I saw you on the high table on the podium, I was so surprised. I don't know the type of jazz you are using. There is what we call ajidewe. You understand that? There is what we call ajidewe. It seems that you are using something ajidewe. You are looking younger every day, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, as usual, my name is Prince Adewale Aremu, from Ibadan. I'm the son of the soil. Mr. Chairman, let us go proper to the business. Before I commence proper to the business, I will talk about the issue of the dividend. That is the main reason why we are here this morning. It's been long that the companies have given the dividend to the shareholders of the Guinea Insurance. And Mr. Chairman, we are expecting dividend from your side. I know this year has gone, and the reason why our father and our mothers are here this morning is because of the dividend. Mr. Chairman and the board of the Guinea Insurance, you have to work harder against next year and make us smile. We want to smile home. My father here and I too in person, I want to eat out of my fruit of this company. Noted, Mr. Chairman. Number two, Mr. Chairman, the issue of the business expansion is highly important as regards to the Guinea Insurance Plc. The branches network is very low. It is high time that we do something on it. I've been to one insurance company, in Lagos. When I see their business expansion, the way they build their tentacles of the business, I was so impressed. The more expansion of the business in a good location, the more the revenue that will be increased for the world, for the company. The business expansion is very important, Mr. Chairman. And then number 3, the bottom line of where we are today is that to move further, the company have to work for the revenue. Our revenue is very small. We need a gigantic revenue against the next year AGM. I know you are going to do it. You have been doing it with your management team, with the help of the CS2. Put more effort to your elbow. There's nothing that you can ever do. We can experience 10 billion next year if you are sure of yourself. Please note that, Mr. Chairman. Now let me further on the issue of the board composition. I don't want to discuss much about the account today because it's historical and this is a family meeting. All what I need is the way forward of the Guinea Insurance. I'm attending this AGM for the past 30 years, both in Lagos and the Port Harcourt and everywhere. You understand now? I need a progress, better. That is what I need. I need the changes in Guinea Insurance PLC. I don't need to, there's a lot of things to discuss about the report, the financial accounting.
Is this about the board composition? I thought you said you wanted to talk about.
No, I'm trying to.
Oh, you are responding to side talk.
Exactly.
No. Talk about the one you mentioned.
The board composition, the gender sensitivity is at 30%. I want you to make it 50-50. You understand now? Look at the female on the board of the Guinea Insurance, even 3 plus, CS making 3 in number. We need more males on the board that can add value to the board too, Mr. Chairman. You can take note of that. Now let me go forward to accounting. Under page 21, Mr. Chairman, page 21, under the operating result. In this, the year review 2023, the company make a sum of 2,077,001 as the insurance revenue. A kudos to the company compared to the 2020, where we make 1.3 at least insurance revenue. It shows that you are working very hard, and the board is working tremendously, at least ginger, and to make sure that this company is on the high position. We thank you for your effort, and the profit and loss for the year also increased as 673.7%, against 499 in 2023 to compare with 75 million in 2022. It seems that the board have done a wonderful performances in the year review. I want to speak, about the legal department office. I would like to add my point concerning the legal department office of the Guinea Insurance. They are doing wonderful thing. The company secretary and his teams are doing a wonderful thing. In terms of communication to the shareholder, they are there. Let us give a kudos to the company secretary for his job well done. I give a kudos to the company secretary. And lastly, because of some people that wanted to speak on the podium, now the last, what I will do is that the issue of the unclaimed dividend of Guinea Insurance. What are we doing with unclaimed dividend? Unclaimed dividend. What are we doing with the unclaimed dividend? And then what are we doing with the amount? Are we going to use the money for other business? What area are we going to diversify the money to? We can't be looking for the past 10 years that we have the unclaimed dividend of the company without doing it on it. Mr. Chairman, thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Boniface.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished directors of our great company, eminent fellow shareholders, good morning. My name is Okezia Boniface. Mr. Chairman, having considered today as Friday, I'm going to be brief in my comment to allow our fellow brothers and sisters to go to mosque and pray for today. So I'm going to make it brief. Today is Friday. Mr. Chairman, it is good to note that a company is coming back to profitability. I am glad for that. Mr. Chairman, on notice convening the meeting, all the ordinary business resolutions to be taken, we have one thing omitting. We have gross earning of 6.2 kobo, 6.02 kobo. That means even if you are paying us 3 kobo, you wouldn't have been out of place. But I know where we are coming from. And I sympathize that he didn't dip hand and make profit to go and pay dividend. But we're not to keep that back to grow the business. Since it's the first time we're making a solid profit, so I can assure with you that the management, the board acted well, not even to pay out for the profit to make. Because today the bank are recapitalizing. The next move is coming to insurance and other financial sectors. We need to begin to plan. This board, I have to commend you for returning this company to profitability. It's guarding my heart. There's a future for us. Even though there's nothing to share today, that's not to say that this company does not have future. There's hope. It's only the dead person that does not have hope. As long as God gives us life, we must continue to hope. But I ought urge you, by next year, you must do everything humanly possible to pay us dividend. No matter how small it will be. That to demonstrate that, yes, the board also mindful of these very shareholders. Mr. Chairman, if you look at the notice here, I want to also commend you for bringing Mrs. Ugonofo Orabeze on the board as executive. The Youngsha Group. I think the women who must be proud that the young lady of her status is today as ED Technical for this great company. I want to commend you for that. Having risen from the grassroots to the company, I think the company has to reward people who are work hard, who are putting their best. That's how you should go. Mr. Chairman, I also welcome for those people, independent, this is the first time we're having independent directors. I think you are compliant with the Nikon rules and what obtained in other sectors. So they are welcomed. They are qualified and serve. But you must also, whether you're independent or non-executive, what are you bringing on board is to contribute for the growth and profit of the company. That's all that matters. Mr. Chairman, on the remuneration of directors, we have kicked this in for a long time, that when you poach men and women to come on board, they must well remunerated and pay very well. Otherwise, they leave you. They cannot leave their home to attend board meeting. If you look at page 19, they don't miss out. They attend board meeting, board subcommittees. And most of them are doing well in their field of endeavor. You don't come here to pay them peanuts, even though we're not having dividend. But we know all these things. And when they have contributed a lot to growth of the company, and if you don't pay them well, what obtained in the industry, as if the world is on your head, that Guinea cannot move forward. That becomes a problem. But I want to commend you for bringing this, because we shareholders requested for it for years back. And the board said no, since the company is not doing well. And the time will come, our director will pay very well. Because most directors interact with other directors of the industry. So if you are not paid well, you can't keep well, and people, in fact, you can't even make business for the company. So I want to say that this proposal, no matter how small it is, we're going to approve it. The 4 million and the 5 million for the chairman. I think it's doable. We're going to approve it. Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry on page 55. The earlier speaker have thought about our profile, all of us. Mr. Chairman, on page 55, at least we can do much better. Earning of, basic earning of 6.002, we need to work hard to increase it. Mr. MD, we need to increase it. Because if you have about, let's say 15 kobo today earning, there's no way we cannot pay dividend. Even your gross earning of 2.07 billion is not good enough. But we have to start from somewhere. That means all hands must be on deck to grow our balance sheet, to grow more earning. That will also translate in profitability and in sharing for dividend to shareholders. And when you don't do that, we should be about looking at a 5.something billion earning. And if you do that as revenue, dividends is assured for shareholders. Mr. Chairman, I will pay 127. I think that should be my closing remarks. Because I promise I'm going to brief. Yes, I'm here. 127. Mr. Chairman, you see my problem in the industry. Page 127, Nikon levy, 13 million, 13.5. Mr. Chairman, we continue to work for regulators who did nothing. But the seed providers have been left out. This is my problem. I spoke to Punch about a few days ago when they asked me of African Alliance, being seconded interim management, and the board was sacked. I said, why did Nikon not did the same thing with Niger Insurance? Most of us are lose our investments in Niger Insurance. And what Nikon did was appointing receivers manager to take over and liquidate. Then these common people, I have close to 4 million something in Niger Insurance, and I've lost everything. Most of, like what are people sitting here today. Nikon is playing double standard in the industry. I told Punch, he should have appointed interim management to midwife Niger Insurance to run it and give them matching order to turn it around so that these people here will not lose their investments. Why are you now going to African Alliance and the same Nikon will be taking money from insurance company and the people who have provided the seed providers will be left empty-handed like orphans? Nikon is not doing very well. And when they take away this money from us, we're frown our teeth. I'm not happy what Nikon is doing. If you're a regulator, you must regulate well. Don't play double standard in industries. You should have appointed interim management to turn around the Nigerian insurance so that these people can recover their money. And that's how it should be done. And now you're appointing interim manager on the African Alliance and take our money to come and liquidate. And you want to sell the property, they the liquidator manager will share it. That's what goes on in the country. The people, the government is after tax the people, tax them to date. But those on top, so-called regulators, are eating the fat. This is not unacceptable. We can't continue like this. And that's not way to run the country. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to congratulate you for your sonship. Even if you didn't tell me, today your son, senior advocate of Nigeria. So, I don't applaud for our chairman for being town of Niger Insurance and being promoted to senior advocate. So, you need to watch it for us. Shareholders, is it not so? And if they are supporting for years, you need to go and treat them for lunch today, after this AGM, as a senior advocate. Most of you don't know. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to commend the non-executive directors of this company. They all have helped to turn things around. Even in their subcommittees, I follow up what's going on, So, this is a good board we have today, this set of board. Unfortunately, most of the times are even coming up. Maybe by next year, we will not see some of them. But before some of them exit, I want to see the company start paying dividend. And that's what we can be happy with you. Long live Nigerian shareholders. Long live the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The one that concerns me, let me quickly address it. That was 2 years ago. We've been watching it. If we continue to watch it, we will wash away the S in the sand. The other thing too, the other issue, and I thank you, Mr. Okezie, you raise a very critical point. What I will suggest with regard to your loss of your earnings or dividends in certain institutions and whatever, as an association, you guys are very powerful. NICOM is aware of you people. You can do a formal letter to NICOM to raise these issues, because I'm sure NICOM will welcome feedback, even as in terms of how they regulate. The benefit that we have as companies, entities that have you, is that we can hold an AGM. You can come here, some of you can come with your cane, some we can come with flowers. We manage to learn from you. Unfortunately, the regulator sits at top of everybody and may not have the benefit of that live critical review. But if you people, that's also one benefit of governance. You people should be alive to these things. You can write letters. You can say, this is what is going on. We're not happy about the way you've done it. And I assure you, sometimes the listening regulator can even reverse a decision that's been taken. Sometimes it might help with other, because that's not the only shares company you hold shares. It might help with how they deal with other companies. But you don't know if you will be heard if you don't ask. Thank you very much. Let me go from this side. Please, the gentleman in red, remember to mention your name, sir. And please, can we now strictly, we're going to, with your kind permission, enforce, if you have 10 questions, ask one. Please. So that others can speak.
Chairman,
please,
thank you very
brief.
much. Thank you very much, Chairman. My name is Ibekwe Robert Adenoba. I want to start from the first page, the cover page.
But Mr. Ibekwe, are you going to go from the cover page to the last? I hope not.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I want to start from the cover page. The cover page says future. I want to add is. Future is ready.
No, it's future ready. Continue. Go to the second page.
Thank you very much. Now, future ready, according to you, Chairman. The future starts from now. Some of us that patronize canteens will agree with me that whenever you see food is ready, that means they are not cooking the food. The food is ready to be served. Do you agree with me? Thank you very much. Now, that takes me to notice of meeting. The chairman, I want to respectfully leave you alone out of this. I want to go to the MD. Oga Ademola, I greet you, sir. I want to talk to you and your team. Why I'm saying so is that I want to actually leave fundamentals, leave figures and numbers, but I want to speak about facts. If you go to the notice of meeting, shareholders' usual item 2 is replaced. That item 2, I hope you're hearing me. That item 2 is dividends, which we have lacked for many years. Even at that, I still thank you for always presenting your scorecard every year. Even when you don't have dividend to give us, you always have your AGM, and I commend you for that. But my question is, what is it that others in the same sector that they are doing that we cannot do? Guinea is a very strong brand, very powerful, and I believe strongly that they are doing very well. Guinea is doing very well. But what is it that others are doing that they cannot do so that they will be able to give us dividend? Item number 2 is not there. But if you are with me on that notice, item number 4 is there. Item number 6 is there. Item number 8. I hope you are all following. Item number 4 is there. Item number 6 is there. Item number 8 is not just there, but it's going to be increased. Whereas the shareholders over the years have not been able to get a dividend.
Mr. Bekwe, if I may interrupt, please. Sorry, with all due respect, we are here at your pleasure. I'm moving a motion personally that all issues of non-payment of dividend be taken as critical, important, noted, and first line item in addressing you. Don't mention any further. Let's not waste further time on it. It's been flogged. We will kill that dead horse on this table this morning. move to your second issue.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Now, having said that, since you said I should not further mention issues of...
Okay, I'm glad that that's the only thing you have. Thank you very much.
Please, sir.
Oh, okay.
Please, sir. Item number 2, which is dividend, also has an appendix. And that can be found on page 137. Page 137, please. My fellow shareholders, can we go there? If you're on page 137, over the years, you should take a look at it. The last time shareholders were compensated with bonus was 1997.
Okay, Mr. Igwe, I think I'm respectfully going to ask that you return our mic.
Thank you very much. I hope every point I made
well taken.
Noted.
Well taken.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Pastor. And then, is there no lady that wants to speak? No. Don't speak. Do you want to say there's no lady that wants to speak? Okay, you want to speak. You will be the last person who will take. Once after Pastor. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, you will. Sorry, hold on. I promise you I will not scatter my own meeting. She's going to be the next person. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. All protocol due respect. My co-shareholder. Good morning. I would like to be brave. It's not so easy for a company to be a CC in this Nigeria. With this hardship and the high inflation we have in this country. And then our company, Guinea Insurance, still exists. My prayer is that Guinea Insurance will continue to grow and grow. Mr. Chairman, page 10 to 13. CSR and strokes sustainability report is highly commendable. Keep it up. Page 16 to 20. Corporate governance. When I look to the attendance of all the committees, meetings, attendance is 100%. Excellent. Kudos to the board and management of Guinea Insurance. That takes me to page 25 to 35. When I go through page 25 to 35, I personally believe that we have hardworking, competent board and management that will take Guinea Insurance to a greater heights. I also commend the Office of Company Secretary. She's doing well. She's accommodative, friendly to all the shareholders. From my own side. And she is following the step of predecessors. Madam, continue, keep it up. Lastly, my question is going to the MD. What is your plan and strategies toward our profitability and sustainability of our great company? Thank you for the opportunity given to me.
Thank you very much. Questions duly noted. We're grateful to you. Please give to Madam over there.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, every other shareholders. Just have 2 observations to make. Firstly, I commend our great company for the good performance they are playing, the results they are giving to us today. Odunuga Samiat is the name. But I noticed that our company did not give donation the year under review, and which this one is not good enough. Givers will never lack. So let's try to give back to the society in which we operate. Then number two, I observed that we manage our costs very well, but we still need to do more. We can still do more. So the last question, I just may say, I want to join the company and the board to wish Mrs. Isioma success in her future endeavor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. I did say, please, hold on. Look, there will be other opportunities to speak. Let us move on. I have to go and pray. Today is Friday. Please sit down, sir. Please sit down first. With all due respect, my people have a saying that you don't use the long wrapper to cover a wound, a leg injury for a person that knows you very well. We on this side and you people have done this thing together for going on 9 years now. See finish, they the thing too. So if you want to disrupt the meeting, I can tell you to sit down. This is our meeting, all of us. You will not disrupt it, by the grace of God. Some people want to go for prayers from here. There has never been a meeting where everybody speaks. Please, sir. Thank you. Now, let me quickly address. Just so. What I don't want us to, please, can we all breathe? Every one of us here. Mr. Chibozo, just sit down. And everybody who feels like Mr. Chibozo, just wait first. Calm down. Nisuru. Please, just calm down. Think back to the days of what we call otakara. In our primary kindergarten, before you even enter primary school. They say breathe in, breathe out. And please, with the kind respect to you all, can we all breathe in and breathe out? You never reach to fight. Because I know that every one of you here can buy a microphone. If all of you were to come here with your own mic, we will not have this meeting. So I know it's out of respect that you kept your microphones at home so that we can be giving you one. So please, calm down. I beg your kind indulgence. Every one of you. I plead with you. As somebody who holds this mic at your pleasure, I am begging you. I am very much aware that you can impeach me here and now and collect your mic back. But I'm begging you, please, one, don't do it. Let me manage to steer this meeting to the end so that the news will not be Senior Advocate of Nigeria impeached midway. Please. Secondly, I'm begging you, sometimes if tempers rise, you just go out of your way just to manage. Let it not be that what I want to do now is a precedent, that if you don't stand up and start disrupting a meeting, you will not be called. But also, I have a responsibility to ensure that this meeting proceeds smoothly. So sometimes you indulge. Mr. Chibuzo is not an unreasonable man. What he wants to say is important to him. And I'm sure that it's important to this company. So I just want to plead with you. If I want to give him the mic with your kind permission. But I don't want it to be that once he finishes speaking, somebody now says, oh, is that how to get the mic? Then somebody else jumps up again and begins to fight. I want to apologize to you, Mr. Chibuzo. Please, take the mic. Who has the mic? Who has the mic? Please take the mic to Mr. Chibuzo. Mr. Chibuzo, can you say what you want to say in 1 minute? Just say it briefly, please. Please, so we can move on.
Chairman, I am not happy that you even gave me the mic. Yes, and listen carefully. I am not happy the way you address or you are running these affairs. For record's sake, I want to reiterate what I said earlier. You are a young man. All of us learn every day. You might be a son, fine. You don't know my own field. I want to start on the note of observation. One, I observe that the way you're running these affairs is not good. Secondly, directors, it takes two to entangle. While you are there as a director, we are here as the shareholders. When you walked in, all of you walked in, none of you could greet these people, and that is why you are talking to them anyhow. You could not walk in here and use your 2 minutes to say, oh, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It shows respect. Me and you are in jet age. I expect Uncle Sam that is there to be able to put you, I kind of tutor you somehow. And him there, I know his face in this capital market also. Well, you have roused what I have. Ademola, me and you met at, you know me in Cornerstone also. This is not the way to run the affairs. Okay, that is by the way. Chairman, page 7, you said they should not talk about, my name is Eke Chibuzo. I am the General Secretary, Independent Shareholders Association of Nigeria. So, yes, Mr. Chairman, on that page 7, I want to move that no director, we should not increase any director fees, even the chairman's fees, until when the company start paying dividend. That is my own observation. Yes. Secondly, let me say this one. You're good. Page 19.
Say the one we are good. Say it. Say it with your mouth.
Say
it with your mouth.
I don't want to say it.
You will say it. Okay, give us our mic. You did not come here to criticize only. Say it with your mouth. 19. Return the mic.
Page 19. I want to join one of us that thank the board for their commitment in seeing the affairs of this company. On page 18, the secretary, you didn't do well. You reported all the effort of the directors, but the audit committee, you did not write how many times they met. It's not there. Check your record that you are giving us. After all, this is historical. Also, you didn't recognize them. Chairman did not recognize them during his introduction. So going forward, make these adjustments.
Well taken, sir.
On page 55, the company is improving now. Draw your dividend policy so that when you're thinking of when you're thinking of dividend, you will know how many and what you can pay out as dividend. On trade receivables, if you go to page 56, on page 56, trade receivables, we are insurance company, and the program says no premium, no cover. But I don't know what gave rise to trade receivables. Because if you check there on page 117, 8,830,000, that figure stand alone there.
Mr. Chibozo,
I want to say...
Can I interrupt, please?
Okay.
Sorry, with all due respect. Just round off. A lot of the things you're saying, we've noted them. They are even explained in the document you have. Just so that we can move on. Okay?
Okay.
Just your final statement.
Not the final. Well,
we can we can dash you the mic and use the other ones.
I want to know. Don't behave this your jet age thing. Be calm. This is one day in 365. Please, I beg you.
You are not a Muslim, Mr. Chibozo. People have to go to prayers. Please, you have only 1 minute. Please, 1 minute and return the mic. Thank you.
Ray, I want to know what we are doing in terms of recapitalization. Are we going to acquire, or we are going to stay alone? I also want to advise on cyber crime. Cyber crime is of the increase now. I want to advise that we should train our staff, especially those in IT and those managing our finance. We should be careful and mindful of what is happening in the space there. A lot of companies are held hostage and they pay a lot of ransom. I want to charge the board to make sure they train our staff to have what we call cyber security.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful. Please we've gathered quite a healthy amount of questions. Can we please want to quickly address them? First and foremost, I want to again thank every one of you. With regard to the question of dividends, I think I will let the MD take the question of dividends briefly, and the question of that's most important. Then business expansion. I think the MD should also take that one. I've addressed the question of MD, please. So note this: dividends, business expansion. I think the EDFNA will take the matter of trade receivables, just to explain it ever so briefly. In your explanation, also just make one comment on the question of, please, can we have one house? Thank you. Make just a brief comment on why you did not make donations. After that, the EDFNA would address the question of trade receivables. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, distinguished shareholders. I want to stand on existing protocol and seize this opportunity to appreciate all the shareholders. Thank you very much. for making our time to attend this AGM. The one assurance I want to give us is that management and board are fully aware of our responsibility and the situation of the business. I want to report that as at this year, there is a lot of progress, there is improvement in the area of the numbers. As at this quarter, we have profit of over 500 and something million. And the revenue has also grown by 38%. So which shows that there is a lot of improvement. Reason why dividend is yet to be paid is because of the accumulated losses. We've had accumulated losses over the years. And currently now the number has dropped. And we hope with the numbers that we're recording now, we will be able to pay dividend by next year. We are a regulated body, and if we don't have, if the losses are still there, it will affect us. But with what we are working on, with the work we are doing, we'll be able to do that. On the area of expansion, we have a strategic plan which runs between now and the next 3 years to grow all over the country. Our expansion strategy is to have office in Lekki, have in Jos, have in Niger State, and the eastern parts of the country. So basically, we are trying to expand and also grow the business. Capital is a major part of our business, and as we are well aware also, the NICOM is already talking about increasing capital. So we are discussing with our board to see how we can achieve that, and I believe by the next AGM, we will be able to give us what our plan is after discussing with our the shareholders and also working with the board. So the lack of donation is noted. I think we had other CSR activities that we did, but we donated. We had activities around CSR around our office. But donation is noted. Maybe going forward, we will look at doing something about that. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Mr. Pius, please address the question of...
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir. Good day, distinguished shareholders. I want to appreciate Mr. Chibuzo Eke for his equal eyes to have spotted the trade receivable. It shows that you paid particular attention to reviewing the accounts you were given. I appreciate you. Yeah, the policy had been no premium, no cover by NICOM, but with a little exception. Insurance business is a broker's market-driven business. And the regulator gave brokers 30 days grace period within which to make payments. So broker can issue credit notes to effect a business, but they have 30 days grace period within which to make payments. The 8.8 million you're seeing in the accounts were businesses effected in December 2023. December 2023, and we have collected all the money in January of 2024. So your money is saved, the business is saved. We keep praying that we get more from brokers because it's a guaranteed sale. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think I need to stand up to address this particular issue. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. By the way, I turned 50 on September 24th. So looks can be deceptive. Looks can be deceptive. Secondly, I don't know if Mr. Chibozo knows that his face is still in a frowned position. I was thinking, no, never mind the birthday. I was thinking that you're making this look like it's between us. I was thinking, sir, that when you heard that your money was safe, I saw you were smiling inside, but it was not showing on your face. So I'm only trying to observe that your face is in that state. You didn't know. Because I'm watching you very closely. I'd like to thank every one of you. Let me tell us something. And by the way, you should know, look, let me tell you, humor is healthy. Let's just laugh about this life. This life. Let's laugh. We may have forgotten where we're coming. It seems some comments, not everybody, sounds like we may have forgotten where we're coming from. When you walk into an air-conditioned environment after being in a very hot one, you immediately appreciate the AC. But then after a while, you forget that the AC is on. Not because you are sweating, but because you have normalized. There's something that Mr. Okezie said here that should forever, at the risk of immodesty on behalf of this board, be something for which anybody would eternally be grateful to this company. The fact that your investment in this company is still alive and kicking today. Let's not forget where we're coming from. You do remember that we had to enter the trenches with your regulator. Non-icon. You remember that they were going to kick this company into the gutter. You were going to be dead, not you people, the company. Have we forgotten that? This board came in the thick of war. We went to war in a country where the rule is you never fight with your regulator. You would have been a Guinea Insurance. It's a settled matter. This board, against the norm, went to court. We held them down. Let me tell you, the effect of it remains so shocking to them that only last week they came for a spot inspection. You know why? They said they could not believe that there's any company who was there that could have turned around so quickly. So they wanted to know. They wanted to know if the things we are showing them on the balance sheet were real. They said, go and bring your statement of account. If you say you got money, show us the money. But you know that if you know, person we know say in get them. You know they fear. So we were here, they came, we brought out our books. We showed them, they went back, they were amazed. The next day you heard that they disbanded the board of, they intervened in AI. This one Mr. Okezie was talking about. So please, it's not a question of anybody congratulating themselves. What this board wanted to do was, we have achieved it. Let me tell you that one. Saving this company and your investment, ensuring that we establish sound corporate governance so that institutions can become stronger than individuals. You have it now in Guinea. Let me tell you something. Chairman or no chairman, I can't just get up and do whatever I like in Guinea. Because the institutions that hem me in, they are here. And that anybody can abuse power if you don't set boundaries for them, no matter how good they are. So it is okay for us to come in and say anything. And all these things were done for nothing, no remuneration. Again, again, I invite every one of us, again, this is not arrogance, this is honesty. I invite every one of you to go back to the page where you have your directors. There's not a single director in Guinea that is a poor man on his own. Not one. In fact, your chairman is the poorest of them. And I'm not a poor man by any means. So, no, please. Let's just be clear about one thing. When we say, there's nothing on the paper you have today in your hand that can properly remunerate anybody on the board. Guinea is the lowest remunerating board in the industry. It's a fact. Your own person here, you know him. If you were billing per hour as they do abroad, Guinea can't afford him in what he brings to the board. When I introduce your INED, you will understand what we're saying. What we want to do. This is a missionary work. And I'm happy. Let me tell you. How you will even know whether there's something to eat is if somebody leaving is regretting that he's leaving. There's nobody here that their tenure expires and you will hear us running to NICOM saying, please, let's give you money so you can extend it. No. Because when we go out, we bring out a white handkerchief and wipe our face and say we can rest. But we do all these things because of the support we get from you people. Your company secretariat, I need to mention that. It's very important that you know. Because it was like I sensed a bit of divided opinion on whether she's doing what or not. We have a most efficient company secretariat. I'm telling you this one now. And I dare anybody to compare with what you have in your hand. There's improvement. Sound improvement. She runs the secretariat like a pro. So, with these few words of mine, I hope I have been able to thank you. So we will make progress. And your company will continue to make progress. Ni oruko Jesu Oluwawa. All right, so with your kind permission, we now proceed to the next item, re-election of directors. In accordance with Section 285 of CAMA 2020, at the annual general meeting in every subsequent year, one-third of the directors for the time being shall retire from office and be eligible for re-election. The directors retiring by rotation and who, being eligible, have presented themselves for re-election are Mr. Simon Bolaji, Alhaji Hassan Dantata, who is online, and Mr. Chukwuemeka Ozuku, who is also online. In accordance with the Code of Corporate Governance in Nigeria, there are biographical information. Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I want to plead with shareholders having spent some time. I thought we would leave here as soon as possible. These retiring directors, Mr. Simon Bolaji, Alhaji Hassan Dantata, and Chukwuemeka Ozuku can be taken as one because they are all retiring directors.
By single resolution?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm very grateful, sir. So while you have the mic, can you please move?
I can move and somebody will second it. I, Boniface Okezie, move that Mr. Simon Bolaji, Alhaji Hassan Dantata, and Mr. Chukwuemeka Ozuku be re-elected as single resolution. I so move. Boniface Okezie.
Thank you. Given that you want gender balance on the board, let a woman, please.
Thank you, Chairman. I am Mrs. B.C. Adedigba. I second that motion.
Thank you very much. So the motion is carried and the directors are re-elected. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, don't worry. I'm coming to that. So we have presented the motion to you. Those in favor? And any dissenters? Well, thank you. So they stand elected. Okay, please, can we have, yes, please, let's conduct the election proper. Yes. So, those in favor, we're going to take all of them together, right? So, those in favor of the re-election. No, somebody has moved. We just want to vote and count. Okay, all right, move. Yes, I want to mention.
Sir?
Hold on. Please hold on. Okay, please go ahead.
Sir, what you obtained earlier was single resolution, which was carried. Now the election proper.
Yes, yes.
I, Robert Ibekwe, stand to move that motion. That
let's take down the motion. Let's have it on record what is moving first.
That Mr. Simon Bolaji, Alhaji Hassan Dantata, and Chukwu Emeka Uzoku be re-elected as directors of Guinea Insurance.
Thank you. Anybody seconding the motion? Please give him the mic.
Thank you, my able chairman. May God bless you. I, Prince Awosanya, all the way from Ramos Federal Constituency, I so second.
Thank you. So those in favor? Thank you. Any dissenters? Thank you. So the retiring directors have now stood re-elected. Thank you very much. Distinguished shareholders, the next item on the agenda is the approval of the appointment of directors in accordance with Section 273 of CAMA. Members at the AGM may appoint new directors. The directors whose appointment is subject to approval of members at this meeting are Mrs. Ogonna Ofo Orabeze. That's the Executive Director Technical. And so, we're taking one is Executive Director, the other one is independent. So we're taking the one by one. So, and Mrs. Chioma Okibo as independent non-executive director. Mrs. Ofo Orabeze is a dedicated insurance professional who has served with Guinea Insurance for over 15 years. Prior to her appointment as executive director technical, she held position of team lead, claims unit, and group lead technical unit. Her experience covers risk assessment and mitigation, damage assessment, evaluation of liability exposure, claims and reports, documentation and policy intervention. Ms. Ofo Orabeze is an associate member of ACIIN. She holds a master's degree in business administration. You will see it there. Hold on, I don't know what you're complaining about. Am I not wasting enough time? Oh, okay. But you have to hear Mrs. Okibo's own. Okay, all right, very well. So I'm calling for a motion to. So it's projected. It's on the screen. Please, can you take the mic to the gentleman on the back, and then when he's finished, to bring it to the front. Thank you. All the way there.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chairman, for specially recognizing the gentleman truly. The name is Alhaji Adelakun Lukman. I so do. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please bring it forward here. This is for the appointment of Mrs. Ogonnaufo as it. Yes. Thank you very much. Those in favor? Those against? So I declare the motion as duly carried, and Mrs. Ogonnaufo has been duly elected. Now, congratulations. By the way, I need to inform you too that we've also obtained the NICON approval, so everything is in place now. For Mrs. Chioma Okibo, there's a lady behind. So I hereby move that Mrs. Chioma Okibo be and is hereby. I just need you to second. She hereby elected as a director of our company. And any seconders?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The name is Akitunde Mary. I so second.
As an independent director, please. Thank you. Those in favor? Thank you. Those against? Grateful. So I hereby declare that the motion has been duly carried, and Mrs. Chioma Okibo has been duly elected as an independent non-executive director of Guinea Insurance Plc. Thank you very much, and congratulations, madam. Also, we've also obtained NICON approval for that, so everything is in place now. Thank you very much. To the next agenda, disclosure of remuneration of managers. Distinguished shareholders, the next item on the agenda is disclosure of Section 238 and 257 of CAMA provides that the remuneration of managers of the company shall be disclosed to members at the AGM. The remuneration of managers of the company is disclosed in note 43.2 on page 130 of the AGM of the annual report and financial statements. Thank you. Thank you. Now to ratify the appointment of external auditors. Section 401 of CAMA 2020 requires that each general meeting, the company shall appoint an auditor to audit the financial statement of the company and to hold office from the conclusion of that until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting. I hereby move for the ratification of the appointment of the external auditors, that's BDO, professional services for the audit of the company's financial statement for the year ending December 31. Will somebody please rise to second the motion? Okay, let's do this side. Give it to her.
Thank you, Chairman.
Just remember that there's no payment for speaking.
Mrs. Adekunle Funmilayo, JP. I second the motion.
Thank you, JP. Those in favor? Anybody against? Thank you very much. I hereby declare the motion carried. Remuneration of external auditors. The next item is to authorize the directors to fix. I'm sorry, sir. We are on number 6. We haven't got to 7. We are on number 6. We just appointed external auditors. We want to deal with their remuneration. Yes. So the next item is to authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the external auditors for the year ending 31st December 2024. Section 238 of the CAMA 2020 requires, and 408 require that the remuneration of the external auditors be fixed by the company at the AGM or in such a manner as the company may determine at the general meeting. I hereby move that the directors be and are hereby authorized to fix the remuneration of auditors for the year ending. Please give him the mic.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I second the motion. The name is Sir H.O. Mwapwezi.
Thank you, sir. I now put the motion to the meeting. Point of order, yes?
Mr. Chairman, after the meeting last year AGM, there is a lot of problem in the hall as regards to souvenir for the
Point of order?
Yes, the point of order. I will have seek for your indulgence with a due respect that the teams that are in charge of the souvenir or gifts should come around now without disturbing the meeting. Go by seat one after the other, to avoid rowdiness after the meeting.
So please, we thank you, Prince Aremu. Thank you very much, but we will not outsource your responsibility. It is our responsibility as adults to behave ourselves. If we refuse to do so, we're not going to disrupt the meeting because you are likely going to cause chaos for souvenirs. This is the main issue. We have access cards. We will expect you, this board trusts you to calmly conduct yourself for the collection of your souvenirs. Please. So, because it's important that it is recorded that this meeting is not disrupted, it's carried the things. Thank you. Would those in favor of the motion, please? Yes. And those against? So the vote is carried. Election of members of the Statutory Audit Committee. Distinguished shareholders, the next item on the agenda is the election of members of the Statutory Audit Committee. Section 404, sub 3 of CAMA provides that the Statutory Audit Committee shall consist of 5 persons, made up of 3 members and 2 non-executive directors. The directors nominated to represent the board on the Statutory Audit Committee are 1, Mr. Sam Onukwe, 2, Mr. Samuel Bolaji. Well, you all know them. The company secretary has confirmed that a total of 8 valid nominations representing the shareholders were received within the statutory limit. Please. However, 5 shareholders have notified the secretariat of their intention to withdraw from the election. Shareholders still contending for membership of the committee are as follows. And please, when we call you, do step forward. Mr. Ayuba Kadiri. You can stand where you are, don't worry. Please. Mr. Wahid Sholibare. And Mr. Peter Mbahuru. Since the 3 shareholders nominees are unopposed, I hereby move that they have been validly elected as members of the Statutory Audit Committee. And I ask for somebody to second. Please give the fine man in.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Mr. Olabi Alowole. I support the motion.
Thank you very much. Those in favor? Are you also tired of raising your hands? Those against? Thank you. So I declare that as carried, they have duly elected. So the following members are members of the Statutory Audit Committee: Mr. Sam Onukwe, Non-Executive Director; Mr. Samuel Bolaji, Non-Executive Director; Mr. Ayuba Kadiri, Shareholders Representative; Mr. Wahid Shonibare, Shareholder Representative; Mr. Peter Mbahoro, Shareholders Representative. Now to special business. Remuneration of directors. Distinguished shareholders, the first item of special business on the agenda is to fix the remuneration of directors. Okay, all right. Yes.
Thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is to fix the remuneration of the directors. According to section 293 of CAMA, that provides that remuneration of directors be determined by the company in the general meeting, and such remuneration is deemed to accrue from day to day, and in accordance with Article 75 of the Article of Association of the company, I hereby move that the remuneration of directors of the company be reviewed upward from 1 million naira to 4 million naira per annum for each of the non-executive directors, and 1.2 million to 5 million for the chairman of the board. Observation? Who is seconding? Seconder, please.
I, Engineer Victor Enyinaya, I second that motion.
So I hereby, those in favor, those against, absent, okay. I hereby move that the motion is carried. I hereby declare the motion carried and also hand over to the chairman of the board. A round of applause for our chairman.
Thank you very much. Appointment of the board evaluation consultants. Section 4.1 of the NICOM Code of Corporate Governance provides that there shall be an annual board performance evaluation to be carried Please give him the mic.
Because these so-called regulators want to steal our monies by depriving shareholders and appointing you evaluation of that, and that. You know. That's what happened in industry today. On page 24 here, there's a report on this board evaluation, but it's never read. We cannot afford to pay money for this consultant, and they don't come here to give us the report. You know, and we're not authorizing us to come and prove to you to appoint a board. There's a one in existence. They don't read their report. So they need to read their report to us because they are reporting to the board. And the shareholder, the board represents shareholders. So it's behove on them to read their report written, which they have submitted to the board, to the floor of the shareholder for hearing. But we don't see that. It's here.
Very, very well, sir. Thank you.
That by money taken away from paying people who don't know what they're doing.
Thank you.
I don't like that.
Sorry, Mr. Okeze. So that's a very important observation. Can I beg you all, first and foremost, apologies. That's the reports, usually we take them, this is the practice. You receive the report, you put it in the board pack, you read it. It's a report on ourselves anyway, so there's nothing to hide about it. That's one. Secondly, NICOM does not appoint the persons. We appoint with your ratification, but NICOM demands that this should be done. Now, if what you are saying is that you want this to be an added item on your agenda, just know that it's also something that further extend the time of meetings. Very well, no problem. Oh, it's not a problem, noted. We will, going forward, do that. But I hereby move that Crest and Waterfall Consultants Limited be appointed as a board evaluation consultant. Their profile is contained on page 24 of the financial statement. Would someone please rise and second the motion? I need a woman. Can you go all the way back? There's a lady. There's a lady all the way back. Take the mic to the lady all the way back. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Abioye Victoria. I arise to second that motion.
Those in favor? Are those again still outside? Okay. I declare that now carried. So, congratulations. The last item on the agenda. Renewal of general mandate for related party transactions. The second item of special business is the renewal of general mandate authorizing the company to enter into recurrent transactions with related parties for the companies. No, let's be patient. You know, we learn from you people. Let's be patient, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Calm down. Do it. Mr. Okezie. Mr. Okezie. Mr. Okezie, make your observation.
Mr. Chairman, the observation I'm making, since we're on the last lap of this meeting, like what Aremu said, we have other people here. Whatever they have, let them go around and begin to pass it around, please, Mr. Chairman, so that they don't stampede in the hall. Because this is the last meeting we're having.
I'm informed that you all have the access card in your hand.
It doesn't matter, Mr.
Hold on,
Chairman.
wait.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't want to write.
Okay, please.
It doesn't matter.
So, can we finish this? Thank you. The second item, I hereby move that the company be and is hereby authorized to enter into recurrent transactions with related parties. Would someone please rise and second the motion? Excuse me, madam. Excuse me, please. Give this man, this gentleman, give him the mic. Oh, please. He said he seconded. Just, my brother, please second it again.
My name is Okunla Emmanuel Aderaju. I second the motion.
Thank you. Do you want a third one? Those in favor? Those against? I now declare the motion carried. This concludes all the items on the agenda for this general meeting. Yes. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the board, I would like to thank. There's a reason I'm not reading this one. I want you to know that it comes from the heart directly. I want to appreciate each and every one of you sincerely. Our meetings and our AGMs are usually very exciting. And I hope that we have not disappointed in the excitement today. Because there are those who should come here, they should be annoyed well, and then made happy again. I can report happily that Mr. Chibuzo is now relaxed and rubbing his chin. That is evidence. And he's laughing now. So that is evidence that this has gone well. So I congratulate the board. And on behalf of the board, sincerely, I want to lay our heartfelt appreciation to you all. And it's a sincere belief and faith and prayer and confidence that you will all return safely. May I now call you have to be a Muslim to be able to pray. Are you a Muslim, sir? Are you a Muslim, sir? Or are you identifying as a Muslim? Please say, are you? Please say, see, our Muslim brethren will lead us in closing prayer. If you had wanted to be the one to be appointed and somebody else in praying, join him. But we're all praying together. Please, go ahead, sir. Please tell us your name before you continue.
My name is Akim Batula. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعناك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين صلوا على النبي الكريم.
Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day. National anthem, please.
Nigeria.